So you're thinking about moving to Pueblo, Colorado. Maybe you're thinking specifically of moving to Pueblo West, which is the community just west of the city limits of Pueblo. And you're wondering, if I want to spend somewhere in the $300,000 price range, maybe $305, maybe $399, maybe $300, what does that get me? So we're going to actually take a look inside some of the homes in that price range today. So we've got you covered there. But first, because there is a lot more to Pueblo West than just the houses, obviously, we are going to eat some lunch at a place called Marie's. It's a really yummy place with cupcakes and lunch items, and it looks so good. We've actually never been here, so you guys are getting to try this with us for the first time before we go take a look at some homes. So let's eat lunch, and then we're going to head over to our first property. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Pueblo, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all the latest market trends going on here in Pueblo. Hi, I'm Krista, and I'm a local realtor here. I have grown up here since I was a little girl. I'm a Colorado native, and we are going to be covering everything living in Pueblo on this channel. So we're going to look at surrounding areas, we're going to look at homes, we're going to look at pros, cons, and everything in between to give you the most information possible so that if you're looking to make a move to the area, you can feel informed. And if you need some help, feel free to reach out. We are always happy to connect and help you make that a smooth transition when moving to the area. So if that's now or later, doesn't matter to us. We just look forward to connecting. And in the meantime, maybe we'll see you around. So I got a famous green chili. These are roasted Pueblo green chilies. It's got all the fixins on the side. Oh, and it's got pepper jack cheese. And then we have a kid's hot dog.
With a pickle.
With a pickle. So let's check it out. I always start with French fries. French fries are, to me, any meal, the best part. So, shoelace French fries nonetheless.
Oh my God.
So good. All right, guys, so we are at the first home here, 20 West Bonanza Drive here in Pueblo West. That's 81007 if you're not from here. So we're gonna go inside this home. It is 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and you're looking at about $212 per square foot. It's got 1,435 square feet, and you are going to see that a 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, what it looks like for $305,000. So we're starting at that baseline of $300,000. We're going to go all the way up towards that 4. But if you are looking anywhere in the $300,000 price range, from $3 to $399, we're going to show you the different properties and what you can get for anything with a 3 in it, basically. And there's several other homes, obviously, for sale that we could not get to today, but we're going to show you quite a few. So let's go inside this one and see what it looks like. All right, so we are going to enter the door, and we're going to come right into the living room. So this is your living room. They've got it nice and staged. Nice, large, tall ceilings. So we've got vaulted ceilings. We're gonna have a dining area just off this little sitting living room area. And it is staged, so obviously you can set up however you want, but this is bathroom number 1. We've got a full bath. You're gonna have 1 sink, full tub, nice little linen area here. We're gonna come into bedroom number 1. It's going to have door closet. So almost a little walk-in closet here. Some nice space. Got 2 poles for lots of hanging space there. And it does go back decent. So I don't know if you know this, but if you have 2 poles when you're hanging clothes, you're going to have a lot of hanging space. So going into the second bedroom here, this one's going to be a little bit smaller, I think, than the first one we just saw. Same thing. Going to have a decently spaced out closet here. This one does not have 2 poles, but it does have a nice little rack there for shoes. So we're looking at all the bedrooms. We're going to come back through the living area. We're going to show you here the backyard. So one of the things you will notice in Pueblo West is the backyards are sometimes landscaped, sometimes not. It is a little bit more what we consider kind of deserty out here. I mean, you're not in the desert, obviously, but it's got your crawl space. So there's no basement in this one, but you are gonna have a crawl space, nice little shed there. Lots of space in Pueblo West. That's one of the things that you can definitely appreciate if you like that sort of thing. If you don't like a lot of space and you like, you know, the more kind of built up streets with the sidewalks and stuff, then you're going to want to live closer to in town, because Pueblo West doesn't have a lot of the built up sidewalk streets, but that's what it looks like outside of this home. And then you have a nice large kitchen here, and it walks all the way through. Got all your appliances in black. So we're just going to walk through. This looks to be where the washer dryer hooks up. This is your 2-car garage. Nice spacious garage. It's got some shelving. So if you need to do some storage of some bins or something. And if you notice when we pull in, it's not facing the street. It actually comes around into the garage. The garage is kind of tucked back off the street. This is a nice little sitting area type section here. Almost like you could create it like a mud room if you want. And it's off the kitchen. There's your living room. And then we're gonna go in here to the master, the primary. So again, nice vaulted ceilings, have your 2 windows, and then a nice large bathroom. And it does have a light up there, which is just a little bit different for character, I guess. So here's your blue countertops, and then you have a jetted tub. This house was built in 1995, so you're gonna see a little bit more of the 95 fixtures, and then it has a separate shower. So if you would like to take just a shower and not use a bathtub, you can do that. And then here is your walk-in closet with built-in shelving. This one's gonna go all the way back with lots more shelving here. And then you walk back through to the master. And then you're gonna come out from the master into this mudroom area, front door. There's the kitchen and the living area. So, again, this is 20 West Bonanza Drive, 1,435 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2-car garage, 305,000. So again, base level 305,000 here in Pueblo West. There's lots of homes. You never know what 300,000 might get you with another home, but this is kind of where we're starting. This is kind of what we're looking at for now. We're gonna head to our next one and see what that one has to provide as well. So let's go over there. Okay, so we are at our next price point of $325,000. This one is going to be 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. So we're gonna go inside. This is 141 West Glenrose Drive here in Pueblo West. So let's check it out, and we're gonna see what this looks like when you step up into 325. Okay, before we go through this home, I just wanna point out one thing. This is actually on the golf course, so that's a good detail to have. This area is going to be considered Pueblo West Golf Course area, so 141 West Glenrose Drive. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath. There's no basement. So on this one, the 1,534 square feet that you get, it's all one level. So you're definitely gonna feel that in the spaciousness of it. So let's take a peek, and you can see what 325,000 on the golf course will get you. All right, so we're gonna enter the front door here. And you're gonna see 3 things. Bathroom, large spacious bathroom with a walk-in shower. This is the garage, that's 2-car, and then you're gonna have a bedroom here. So this bedroom is bedroom 1 of 3, and it does have a finished garage too, which is nice, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So this one is just around the corner from a pond that is close by that is quite popular for people to enjoy. And again, this is gonna be a very spacious feel, because you're gonna have a full 1,500 square feet on one layout of level. It's not divided between levels. So this is a fully finished garage. That's a really nice detail to point out here, along with epoxy floors. So that is something kind of cool about this garage. That's a 2-car. We have a bathroom here with, again, just a shower, but you're gonna have your vanity, your medicine cabinet. This home was built in 1998, so some of the finishes will look familiar from the 90s. And you're going to have nice, what looks to be a little bit newer carpet in here as well. So something to point out there. And then there's lots of light in this home. You're gonna have what's mostly probably used as a coat closet. I've seen people transition these into pantry closets. You can put shelves in there if you want, but it is built for coat closet right now. And then here's your washer dryer with double doors. And you're gonna come into the kitchen area, which is kind of that open, spacious layout into the living room. So you have a pantry here, a cabinet pantry, but if you're anything like me, I use my cabinet pantry for large pots and pans, which is why I had to build my coat closet in my own house into a pantry. So it's all up to you. It's your home. You can do what you want, but just an idea, if you're looking for extra storage space, you can build a coat closet into a pantry. So this is your kitchen. All the appliances are with it. You're going to have the microwave, the stove, dishwasher, and refrigerator. And then in this, you have the hardwood floors with skylights. So there's gonna be quite a bit, also some recessed lighting in here. You're gonna have quite a bit of natural light that comes in here. And then over here looks to be, I think this home must have had either a dog or a cat because there's some sort of pet door there. But you come outside into a nice patio in the back that actually has turf. So that's a little bit of a plus here. You don't have to worry about upkeeping turf. It's just green all year, which is definitely a plus. In the wintertime, you don't get the dead grass or anything like that. They have a little like garden here you could do something with if you wanted to. It's like a little step up. And then some pavers and some more turf. So this is the backyard or patio, as we would say. And then again, no basement, but we do have a crawl space here. And then we'll go over here into the main bedroom. So it's gonna have a vaulted ceiling. Again, we have that newer carpet. Here is this very spacious, oh, we're just throwing keys around, guys. This is real life over here. We're not perfect on this channel, so I'm just prepping you, but this is a very spacious walk-in closet. So you've got your hanging, and then again, they painted an accent wall here. And then you have a stand-up shower, as well as like the last home we saw, a tub separately. This one doesn't have the jets, but you have your tub, shower combination. I call it a combination, but I realize that's actually technically not a combination because it would be the same in one, but you have both. You have both there. And then you have a double vanity, double medicine cabinets. So some space there if you've got two people in this room here in the primary. And then you have your larger windows. And then this room has your fan. So fans throughout, lots of natural light. So that was your third bedroom. Over here, when we go back towards the front, was the second bedroom here that you saw. And then again, your first bedroom with a little bit of extra built-in shelving. You can see what $325,000 gets you here on the golf course in Pueblo West. Again, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's gonna be about $213 per square foot. So the next price point we're gonna jump up to is gonna be towards that $350 mark. So we're gonna see what that gets you here in Pueblo West. So let's go to the next one and check it out. Okay, so we are at the next price level up from where we just were. We were at $325. This one's gonna be $354. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. This is 606 East Inca Drive here in Pueblo West. So something to point out, a few things about this home. One of the things is it's about only 5 minutes from Highway 50. So Highway 50 is going to actually intersect the main highway that goes up and down, which is called I-25. It goes up and down Colorado. It's like the corridor highway. It's the main highway here. So it is gonna intersect that highway, which is really nice because it gives you easy access to travel north, south. You can hit Springs and Denver if you're going north, Fort Collins. You can hit Alamosa, Walsenburg if you're going south, and other obviously smaller towns. So we're gonna go inside this one and see what it looks like. It is newly updated. It has 0.34 acres and it is on a larger lot than the last two that we have seen. So it's built in 1996 and this one has 1,976 square feet. So you're just under 2,000 square feet on this home. And again, it has been recently updated. So your price point is $354. So let's go take a look at what that looks like when you are looking at homes here in Pueblo West for $350. All right, so here we are at 606 East Inca. So we're gonna walk in. We do have some wood floors, nice large bay window here. double pane window. You're gonna have a ledge up here with vaulted ceilings. You've got your fan. Kitchen has been remodeled with some backsplash. You've got newer countertops. This looks like Korean countertops. Got the white cabinets with the black. So kind of coming into that modern look of the grays and the whites that you see. This does have a tile floor. So a nice large kitchen. You're gonna have room here for some sort of dining if you would like to put something there, like a dining table. And then we can go left outside. We can go into the 2-car garage, or we can go into the basement here from the kitchen. So we're gonna go outside first. And this is a nice sun enclosed area. It's like a little sunroom. So you have that here. And then if you go out one more, you're gonna have some landscaping. You've got open space here. Again, we've chatted before about Pueblo West is gonna be different. You'll notice that there's not sidewalks on the streets, but Pueblo West is built more for land and spaciousness. So you've got a nice pad of concrete here that you can put patio furniture on if you want. You've got the rocks, you've got some grass area to play in. You could do what you want back here. Some people have, you know, animals like horses. Some people have chickens. Some people just use that for parking their toys. There's a nice little shed there. Then you've got xeriscape on this side. So as you can see, this is a little bit larger of a property than what we've seen so far. So 0.34 is your lot size. So we're gonna come back in here, in through, and it looks like you actually have access right there to the garage. But we're gonna go through the house so we can see the rest of the house area. And we're gonna open up the garage. And this is a large garage, so you are gonna have a fully finished wall of the garage. And it is a 2-car garage. So again, there's that door that goes out to the back, but a large 2-car. Now we're gonna go downstairs to the fully finished basement. And you're gonna see there's quite a few spaciousness things out in this part of the house with the rooms. This is a really large, you can make it a rec room. You're gonna have your heater system there. It's got a nice ladder actually with a properly covered grate there for the window well. And then this is considered like a closet area or storage. So then you come out here, all this is tile. And then you're gonna go back here to another bathroom, a large bathroom with a shower. Again, updated cabinets and hardware, updated light. Large room here with a closet. The whole basement is gonna be tile. And then you've got a little linen closet here. And then another room here. It's about half the size of the one that I just showed you, but it does have closet space. So we're going to go back through. We're gonna go upstairs, finish showing you what that looks like. So you get that 1,976, almost 2,000 square feet that is divided between 2 levels. So large area here. You can see my daughter. This is going to be an updated bathroom up here with your double vanity. Tub shower combo. Gonna have a room here. So you have standard size closet here. And then over here, another room. It feels like the rooms just keep going in this home with another standard size, but deep, wide closet. So the price per square foot on this one is about $358 per square foot. So again, larger home, but you're also in the mid price point now. Now you're in the price point between $300,000 and $400,000, still in the $300,000 range because you haven't hit a 4 in front of any of the numbers yet, right? 354, but 4 bedroom, 2 bath. That's what this looks like. That's what that price point is going to give you. Something similar, obviously, in the area could have a totally different layout, totally different size, but this one's got large backyard, plenty of rooms inside, updated bathrooms, updated kitchen. a nice finished garage. So there's tons of space on this property. And then the front yard, in case you don't remember, I'll just show you one more time, has some landscaping as well, which you usually don't see a lot of the homes with lots of landscaping out here unless they're gonna be kind of in that higher price point and upwards of $330, $350 and above. So I'll show you the outside one more time, but this is 606 East Inca here in Pueblo West. So this is gonna be the outside just one more time. You got a mature tree here. You can tell this was built in the 90s because your tree is nice and mature. Nice landscaping with xeriscape that leads into actual landscaping that is clean. And then there's your 2-car garage and your entrance. So just to show you, it does look a little bit different than some of the homes that you'll see that might have not as much landscaping or not as much lot. So this is what it looks like. And now we're gonna head to the next price point, closer to $370,000. Okay, so we are at a $375,000 property here in Pueblo West. This one is going to be 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. This is a bi-level and a 1979 build, but they have redone it. It's updated and it's got a rather large, as you can see, driveway and property. This is just under 1.5 acres. All right, this is 2054 West Locowe Drive in Pueblo West. We're gonna start by going upstairs. So again, this is gonna be a bi-level. So you have the downstairs here, the upstairs here. So we're gonna go upstairs first. And you can see you're gonna walk up into a living area. Nice, almost pretty much floor to ceiling windows here in the front. So you can see you have a nice view here. All right, and then we're gonna go into like the dining area. Again, you can see it's been redone. There is some form of pet door over there, so got a little access if you have furry friends. You have all of your appliances here. Range, hood. So you are not gonna have a microwave, but you do have a hood over the oven. Refrigerator. You have quartz countertops. So it has been remodeled in here. Most of the house has been remodeled, and you'll see that here in the floors, in the vanities. So this has a single vanity, but a nice full tile bathroom. You have a carpeted bedroom here with a mirrored closet. Kind of got some staging here to show you what's possible. Nice views. So it's actually not clear today, but you can see the Rocky Mountains there. Got a nice view out this bedroom. And then you're gonna come over here to the bedroom that faces the front. So this is bedroom number 2. Looks like this with, again, the mirrored doors. Decent window for a good view out the front there. And then if we were to walk down the stairs, we're gonna come downstairs. Going to go over here into the basement area. I mean, it's not a full real basement, it's just your bi-level. So you've got some storage here. Again, new floors, vents for heat along the bottom of the flooring, so it doesn't get too cold down here. You've got a wood burning fireplace. Nice large window. Here's your washer dryer area. Hot water heater, so that can close up with those doors. And then you do have a couple of bedrooms and a bathroom down here. So you have a nice tiled shower, single vanity, looks much like the one upstairs. Again, floor vents for heat. You do have windows down here, which is nice. Sometimes when you have what's considered a basement, but again, this isn't considered a basement, that's just a bi-level. But when you have a basement, you don't have those types of windows, right? Because you have a window well, but here you have full-size windows. So again, floor, mirrored closets. So that's what this is gonna look like here. And then you go back up the stairs. So that is why they call it a bi-level, because you go one, you have the landing, and you can choose to go up or down. We're gonna come upstairs to show you the backyard. We went through the kitchen area. Has a nice French door that opens to a small So that's gonna be your backyard area, again, with a French door set up to get outside. And you can just access that through the kitchen. And then over here, we have a coat closet. So this is the outside. One thing to point out about this is the garage. You're actually not going to be able to access it unless you are going through the front, or there is a door that goes down from the back deck on the outside to the garage, or this side area here. So that's how you would access the garage. And this house, total of 1686 square feet, 1.28 acres, 375,000, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, built in 1979. And it is going to be a price per square foot of $437. So we're gonna step up 2 more times in price to see what we're looking at here. We're still in that $300,000 price range. We have not hit the 4s. So let's go see what the next home offers. Okay, so we're at 1531 North Bowen Drive. Now I want to show you something about this area. It's a little windy, so hopefully you can hear me. This is going to be a lot more, as you can see, there's an unpaved road. It's more rural. So you're going to have a larger lot out here usually. This one's on just over an acre. It's 1.05. This way, it's a little bit hazy today, but that way is going to be Pueblo city limits. And then over there is the west side where the mountains usually are, but again, pretty hazy. This is the north facing side here. So this is kind of, as you can see, it's newer development. This is actually a brand new construction home. So there's a lot to be developed out here. So I just wanted to show you, it's a lot different landscape. This is going to be a 3-car garage, 386,600, 1531 North Bowen. Now this was just built in 2024. So we're going to go inside and we're going to take a peek at what you're looking at for 386.6 with brand new construction on just over an acre. Okay guys, so we are inside this home here at 1531 North Bowen Drive. So this is a brand new construction home that is gonna be 386.6. It's gonna be sitting on just over an acre. So you have 1.05 acres, you're gonna have 3 bedroom, 2 bath. The price per square foot on this one is going to be about $230 a square foot, and you're gonna have 1,680 square feet. So the thing about this one, it is all on one level. There is no basement and everything is brand new. So as you can see behind me, you're gonna have that brand new kitchen. This has blue doors. So that's a nice detail, little pop in color there. So I'll show you what it looks like as you walk in. We're gonna do a walkthrough here in just 1 second, but I just wanted to let you know that this is new construction. It is going to be a little bit further out, as we showed you just a second ago. It is quite a bit more ways away from Pueblo city limits, and you can actually access a road that goes onto I-25 from here. So it's not too far away, but this is a newer construction home. So we're gonna take a peek and see what it looks like. So we're gonna walk in the front door here, and we're gonna be, again, everything's brand new because you have new construction, new carpet, new floors, nice open living space here. You're gonna have a flow right into the kitchen area. So in the kitchen, you have your dining area. You've got a place for a refrigerator. This one comes with a microwave, an oven, dishwasher. That's gonna be your back door. And then you have a pantry area here. So we've got your pantry area. And then over here, you're gonna have the window to the backyard. So with a newer home, one thing you're not probably gonna see is landscaping. So if you're looking for something that's already landscaped, you might want a home that's already been pre-owned, where that might be more possible that somebody's already put up a fence or some sort of landscaping. But this one is gonna have steps down to a patio. So we'll go out here and just show you. Opens right up. So there's no landscaping on this one, but it does obviously have central air. It's brand new. And then over here, you can see, if it was a clear day, you can actually see all right here. You can kind of see it here, mountains. So it does have nice views. That's one of the things about Pueblo West, is you're gonna have a lot less obstruction, so you can actually see the different views. So here's the dining area. We're gonna come, as you can see, the blue doors. So everything on this model is all off here. So For this one, that's where your hot water tank is gonna be. You're gonna have a bathroom. I'm sorry, not a bathroom, a washer dryer room. That's what I meant to say. A washer dryer room, sorry, there. I believe the bathroom is the next one. And then for the next one, there you go. There's your bathroom. So bathroom here, full tile shower with that tub. We're gonna have a bedroom here. Now, something to note about the bedrooms, they actually all have these nice double doors. So large, as far as width goes, a nice walk-in wide closet with your double door shut. So this one goes here, and then right here, you're gonna have a nice linen closet. So that opens up there. Another bedroom here. So this is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 386.6, 1680 square feet, 1.05 acres. It works out to about $230 per square foot. So here you can see, again, another double door closet. This one's a little bit shorter in terms of the width, but it has that blue double door, just like the other rooms. Windows there. This is going to be your furnace. And then here's your master or primary, as we call it, back here with a nice walk-in closet. So you're gonna have a walk-in closet there, and then come over here. So there's two windows here, and then you're gonna have your bathroom here. Double vanity sinks. Obviously everything is nice and brand new. And then you have your shower here with the tile, the sliding doors with that kind of patterned glass. You have a linen area here. Toilet is separate from the main part. So some people like that, where you can actually shut a door and the toilet is separate from the actual bath area, where you have 2 nice large windows. So this is a really nice view if you wanted to do the tint where you can see out but people can't see in. You would have a really nice view if you're relaxing in a bath there. And then you have, again, the double vanity. So everything is it's like one long hallway on this particular layout, but you can see you also get a 3-car garage with this one. So if you're gonna go into the garage, we go here. Nice large 3-car garage. So a little bit different in the price point for 386.6. So you're getting more towards that $400,000 mark, but you're getting a brand new home. And again, I think we've talked about this before. In Pueblo, you can actually get quite a bit of home for much less per square footage than you would up north in the Springs or Denver area. And so this is what you're gonna be looking at for this price point, just under $400,000. So this next one and final one that we're gonna go to, we've shown you a lot today. So we're gonna go to one more, and that one, we are just gonna take a peek at the outside. We're gonna roll some footage for you to see the images of the inside and tell you about that home, which is just under $400,000. So let's go check it out and see what we can finish off the day with for that $300,000 price point. Okay, so we are officially at our last home here, just under $400,000, and perfect timing because we have weather in the back of us. So this house is gonna be built 1997. It is 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,222 square feet. It has a fully finished basement. It's got a large shop in the backyard. So you have the backyard, and then you have a shop to do toy stuff, extra storage for whatever, cars or maybe some ATVs, whatever you would like, but that is back there. So there is a shop back there. And then you have the home here, 2-car garage, fully finished basement, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. The price per square foot on this one is gonna be $353.54. Again, 2,222 square feet. So $399.5 is what this comes in at. So if you are looking to go just under $400,000, you're gonna get this property that is fully finished up and down, has a newly updated kitchen. So new cabinets, countertops, flooring, all been updated in the kitchen. And then you have that nice large shop in the backyard. So you're getting a little bit more, as you can see, for the money as you step up in price. So we've kind of seen it all. We've been on every exit. There's 3 exits in Pueblo West. We've been on the first, the second, and then as you saw, right before this home, we're way out on the 3rd exit that is more towards like the interstate of I-25. So we've kind of covered it all. We've seen it all. Obviously, there are so many more homes that are for sale here in the Pueblo West area, but just want to also show you the street really quick that we've talked about before. You know, you do have non-sidewalk streets, but this one is paved. So that is a good thing, because some of the roads in Pueblo West are not paved, but luckily we've seen the ones that are paved. So again, $399,500 for 662 South Bayfield Avenue here in Pueblo West. So if you're looking to make a move now or in the near future, doesn't matter when, grab my contact information from the description box, contact me, and I look forward to connecting.